Once, in a small town nestled deep in the heart of a dense forest, there was an abundance of walnut trees. The townspeople were proud of their prized walnut groves, and harvest season was always a lively event. However, it hadn't always been this way. Legend had it that generations ago, a cursed nut had fallen from the tallest walnut tree, forever altering the fate of the townspeople. It was said to possess malevolent powers, capable of unleashing unimaginable horrors. One fateful harvest season, a young boy named Tommy discovered an unusually large, perfectly shaped walnut hidden amongst the rest, intrigued by its beauty. He decided to keep it as a souvenir. He had no idea that this seemingly harmless nut was the very source of the town's misfortunes. That night, as Tommy lay in bed, the nut mysteriously rolled off his nightstand, only to sprout spider-like legs that scurried across the floor. Petrified, Tommy watched as the nut scuttled into the dark recesses of his bedroom. From that moment on, things took a sinister turn. The townspeople began experiencing inexplicable nightmares, their deepest fears brought to life. Shadows danced sinisterly through the streets, whispering malicious secrets. Their once peaceful town became engulfed in a thick fog, obscuring their every move. The air turned heavy with an oppressive darkness that seemed to devour all the light. The curse of the walnut spread fear and paranoia among the townspeople. No one could escape its grasp. Families turned against each other, friendships shattered, and chaos reigned supreme. People desperately searched for a solution, but it seemed that the curse was too powerful to be broken. In the midst of this despair, Tommy grew determined to unravel the mystery of the cursed walnut. He embarked on a treacherous journey, following whispers and vague clues left by those who had fallen victim to the curse. Days turned into weeks, and finally, after a long journey, he came to the same walnut tree where Tommy discovered an ancient journal buried. In the same small town, hidden beneath the walnut trees, there was an ancient diary said to contain the accounts of a mysterious creature known as Gaki, the eternally hungry demon. The diary was rumored to hold the key to the town's dark secrets and the source of its growing unease, according to the diary's faded pages. Gaki was a demon bound by an insatiable hunger that plagued its existence. It was said to have been trapped in the realm of the living, forever tormented by a voracious appetite that could never be satisfied. As the days went by, the townspeople started to notice strange occurrences. Food would go missing from pantries and kitchens overnight, and residents would wake up famished despite having eaten well the night before. A sense of unease settled over the town like a thick fog. Whispers in the wind spoke of a curse stemming from the walnut groves. Legend had it that Gaki, unable to resist the tantalizing aroma of ripe walnuts, had become trapped within their alluring shells, infusing them with its ravenous hunger. The situation grew dire when a young girl named Lily's sister Tommy ventured into the forest. Attracted by the mysteries rumbling within her curious heart, guided by an inexplicable force, she discovered a hidden enclave where the ground was carpeted with walnut shells. As she explored further, she stumbled upon Gaki's prison. The once majestic, towering walnut tree stood twisted and gnarled, its branches contorted into hideous shapes. In the very heart of the tree, a grotesque sight met her eyes, a swirling vortex emanating an insatiable hunger, silencing even the most nocturnal of creatures with its presence. And beknownst to Lily, her presence had inadvertently awakened Gaki from its torment. The demon, now unleashed, began to feast relentlessly upon the town's inhabitants, consuming their energy, their sustenance, and their very essence. Fear engulfed the town with each passing day. Gaunt faces and weakened bodies became commonplace as Gaki continued its insatiable banquet. Leaving a trail of despair in its wake, panic ensued, and the townspeople were at a loss for how to quell the demon's eternal hunger. Desperate, Lily returned to the Walnut Grove, drawing upon her courage and the ancient knowledge passed down through generations. She delved deep into the mysteries of the diary, searching for a way to tame the demon and reverse the curse. With newfound understanding, Lily rallied the townspeople, gathering them on the outskirts of the forest. As dusk settled, they performed a ritual, brandishing walnuts harvested from the tainted grove and offering to sate Gaki's hunger. Chants filled the night air as the townspeople recited the incantation, pleading with Gaki to release its insatiable desire and relinquish its hold upon their lives. The ground trembled, and the vortex within the warped walnut tree grew still. The ritual reached its pinnacle when Lily took a walnut in her trembling hands. Almost as if drawn to her by some ancient cosmic force, she walked toward the twisted tree, placing the walnut in its trembling heart. As the last word of the incantation left her lips, a blinding light erupted. Realizing their mistake, panic spread through the town, they wreaking the curse. The demon, now empowered by their misguided actions, began to unleash its wrath upon the town with an even greater ferocity as Gaki's hunger grew. The townspeople found themselves trapped in a nightmare. The demon consumed everything in its path, devouring not only their sustenance and energy but their very souls. The once flourishing town now lay in ruins, its inhabitants mere shells of their former selves. As chaos and despair reigned, a group of survivors, led by a wise elder named Hiroshi, emerged from the ruins, determined to correct their mistake and save their town. They braved the treacherous path back to the grove, desperately seeking a way to undo the unintended strengthening of Gaki. Wading through the remnants of their shattered lives, Hiroshi and his companions discovered a hidden chamber within the grove, a secret sanctuary said to grant immense power to those who proved their worth. The chamber's entrance was guarded by ancient riddles and daunting trials that tested their resolve, wit, and selflessness. Throughout their arduous journey, the survivors faced their deepest fears and overcame unimaginable challenges. As they neared the center of the chamber, they discovered an ancient artifact, the Key of Light. Legend had it that this key possessed the ability to balance the forces of darkness and light, and thus they believed it could weaken Gaki's power. Armed with the Key of Light, Hiroshi and his companions returned to the town with renewed hope. They gathered the townspeople and shared their findings, explaining the error they had made and the true nature of the ritual. Together, they devised a new plan to weaken Gaki and restore balance. In a powerful display of unity and determination, the townspeople constructed a ritual site within the heart of the ruined town. They positioned themselves in a circular formation, each holding a small walnut, representing their collective strength and resolve. As midnight approached, they began the corrected incantation, reciting words that emitted a pure, radiant light. With each verse, the Key of Light glowed brighter and the darkness around them began to retreat. As the last line echoed through the dilapidated streets, the walnuts in their hands burst into radiant beams of energy directed towards the heavens. Gaki, sensing the potent surge of light and unity, trembled. The demon's once voracious hunger subsided, weakened by the healing power of the townspeople's collective will. It retreated into the shadows, its power diminishing with each moment. The town, now bathed in the warm embrace of the rising sun, began to rebuild, propelled forward by the strength they found within themselves. Hiroshi and his companions became revered figures, guiding the town towards a future free from the grip of Gaki's cursed hunger. And as the years passed, the story of their redemption would be forever etched in the annals of the town's history, a reminder of the importance of understanding ancient wisdom, correcting mistakes, and uniting against even the strongest forces of darkness to reclaim the light.